So, Dan, you're in West Palm Beach. You're traveling with the president. As I understand, he played another round of golf today. CNN got video of the president playing golf for the last few days. But I understand something different happened today. What was it?
You know, our job down here is to cover the president, to tell our viewers what he is doing on a daily basis. Over the last few days, we've gotten video of the president golfing at his nearby golf club here in West Palm Beach. There is a break in the hedges, really. The president doesn't really, and his staff doesn't really tell us when he is golfing, and we have taken to, going outside the golf course and filming him as he golfs through a break in hedges near the club. Today, a big white box truck parked in front of those hedges, trying to obscure our shot of President Trump golfing. Now, this may seem trivial, but it is important to get video of the president as he does these things on a daily basis. And it gets to something that is larger. The president and the White House have tried to obscure the fact that President Trump golfs on a regular basis. According to our count, he has visited one of his golf courses 87 times as president. This is a man who ran for president, who criticized President Barack Obama regularly for golfing during his presidency, but that criticism hasn't continued into the Trump presidency. President Trump has regularly visited these golf courses that he owns, and White House aides have been hesitant to ever confirm that he is golfing, and this box truck and the video that we have is yet another example of the White House trying to obscure the fact that he's golfing. We've reached out to the White House, to Secret Service, and to the sheriff's officers down here to confirm, was this their truck, what was this part of? We haven't really gotten many responses back so far, Don.
Oh, I believe the word is hypocrisy, Dan. Hypocrisy, because he criticized the former president so much. And for those of you who may be criticizing CNN we have video of every president playing golf. President Bush, video of him. President Obama playing golf. As Dan Merica said, that's what we do. We're there to report and show the American people what the president does every day. Oh, but look, oh my gosh, there's President Obama playing golf. There's no difference. Imagine that. We got video of President Obama playing golf, and it's not just President Trump. It's not a conspiracy, Dan. I thought it was.
It is worth noting that many presidents have golfed in the past. It is a favored sport of presidents.
No one really cares,
blow off steam from what is a very difficult.
Everyone, listen, we said this with every president. We expect them to take vacations. We expect them to blow off steam. But this president, when he was a citizen, criticized the former president so much, and now he is playing way more golf than the former president, and now trying to hide the fact from the American people. As I said, it's called hypocrisy. Thank you, Dan. We appreciate it. Good luck. Next time, we may have to get taller cameras to get behind those box trucks. Or some, I don't know, are there cameras that can go through box trucks? Up next.
Cat and mouse continues. The White House refuses to tell us whether or not the president was playing golf for the 86th or so time.
We don't need to since we can see it.
We can see it right there through the hole in the hedge, at least until a strange white panel truck pulled up and blocked our shot.
There.
The Secret Service claims they had nothing to do with that. Let the conspiracy theorists go with that one. But he did make an appearance, surprise appearance at a firehouse there in West Palm Beach, and made this claim about his legislative record in the first year.
You know, one of the things that people don't understand, we have signed more legislation than anybody who broke the record of Harry Truman.
Okay, well, let's check the record. Here it is. Going back to Truman, he's not anywhere close to breaking any records.
Well, he did break the record for the least.
For the least amount of legislation signed. Gentlemen, David, where do you think this comes from?
Look, this is Trump being Trump. He always has to try and pump up his record more than it is. He did that as a real estate developer. He did that as an entertainer. And look, it worked for him. He did that as a campaigner. He won the presidency. And most presidents assume whatever they did that led to their victory must have worked, and they're going to keep doing it. You know, what I find interesting about this is Trump had a very uneven year. It started out very poorly. It ended very well. And if he would just focus on what he did without trying to invoke some sort of record that doesn't exist in terms of productivity, we'd talk more about actually what he did than what he didn't do. So I always find these sorts of arguments that he has in politics counterproductive, even though in previous industries, I can see the value of embellishment. I mean, if you're in business or you're in entertainment, embellishment is sort of a way of life. In politics, it's helpful on the campaign trail. Once you have a governing record to speak for you or not, it doesn't work as well.
Yeah, Josh, final word. I mean, listen, the other problem is that in politics, when you confront journalists with numbers, we have videotape and we have records and we have a phone where we can call the Truman Library and ask them what the numbers were, and then we can put it in a graphic. And that's why it doesn't work as well when you see how much more legislation every other president did sign.
Well, and that's why Trump should take a mulligan on this claim and redirect his braggadocio in a different direction. The number of bills passed is not actually a very effective measure of how successful a president has been. A lot of these bills are naming post offices and the like. Trump would be much better served to argue that he's accomplished big things in his first year as president, which he has. He delivered a Republican tax reform that Republicans have been longing for 30 years. He really does have a valid, fact-based case to make for what he's accomplished. Instead, he seems to want to golf and talk about other things.
Josh, David, thanks so much for your insight this morning. Stay warm out there today.
God bless you, and God bless America.